Autzen Stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks offense is on the field for the first time today. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have the national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to the run. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Blair. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense, try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Tulane Green Wave offense will have its first chance to go on the attack. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed with the football, Jesse.
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock. Old school. Two of the best running.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
That's caught. It's Gaines. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's 1st and goal.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
Into the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
14-0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to beat him to the left. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Ducks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tulane! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Coastal Carolina was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Conway. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, offensively, they try to go with the toss play to get outside. That did not trick that defender, though. What a hit he put on that running back.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Got room at the 35. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
325. There you go. He's looking for a man on second down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Final play of the quarter coming. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And these offenses get in a rhythm. They're hard to stop. Already up early. Got a short field. Take advantage of it, too. Get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Oregon, 0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Trying to get to him. A little screen to the running back. Quick step and go. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Scantleberry. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding.
He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Makes the catch. It's Scantleberry. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
He's brought down at the 21-yard line. 2nd down.
After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and then next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Off play action on 1st down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He's going to let it go. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the offense. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He lobs one high down the left side. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On the run, it's Flanagan. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
He'll toss it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Near the 3-yard line. It's now second and goal.
Now it's second and goal. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
The offense will quickly use a timeout. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
He's going to pass on second down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll throw it on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, you make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab over the middle. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Fast motion from the offense. The give on 4th down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Tulane right back to the line.
Good enough for first down.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
2nd down after that incompletion.
Get set, get set.
He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tulane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see it. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle was made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Now on 1st down from the 30.
42, Spider.
He's looking to throw it. Caught near the sideline. It's Moncrief. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He looks that one in nicely. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field, looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. On target. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
Now on 1st down after that completion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking for a gap. It's Flanagan. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold, open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down.
Double right. Here we go.
From the gun. Makes the grab. It's Hankerson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Down, 55 weak.
They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Green Wave! And the pummeling has started. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Flanagan. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it.
Green 25.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
21 yards.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Picks up 7. Second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
It's complete. And he was close to scoring with that one. Defense runs him out of bounds at the 3.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Greenway. And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 1.
I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all of them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit them right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Ducks will call on their punt team. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
They'll go to the ground. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. To the ground, he's got it again. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20.
Cricket.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Offense gets set for second down.
Pound 55 weak. Hold.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Tulane! And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moncrief. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line.
325.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
To give as they work on that clock. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Coming out with it, it's Moncrief. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Line getting set on second down.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Ducks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football.